Hi, my name is Tammy and thank you for joining me today. Did you buy the AccuQuilt Go Me cutter and you can't seem to get it to work? Well, stay tuned and I'll show you how to troubleshoot the most common reasons why the AccuQuilt Go Me doesn't cut. First of all, this is the AccuQuilt Go Me, little small cutter by AccuQuilt. So first thing, open it up right here, okay? The next part is you have the handle right here, which turns to the right and also turns to the left. Now here's the #1 most common reason why the AccuQuilt Go Me cutter does not cut, especially when you first take it out of the box. Let me show you. Here is an AccuQuilt die. This happens to be shape number 4 and it comes with the Go Me cutter. And here is the mat. Mine has been used, as you can see, and what I did was I put the green painter's tape on one side but not the other side, so that reminds me to flip the mat when I cut so that I can extend the life of the mat. Okay, here we go. Here's the die. Here's a piece of fabric. You place the fabric on top of the die as so. You take the mat, put the mat directly on top, make sure it's sandwiched, and then let me show you here. So once you have your sandwich, what you have to do is you have to push it in or insert it. You're going to press down and forward at the same time, start turning the handle. And then it goes through. Once it gets started, you don't have to do that press and push method, okay? You take the mat off and your pieces are cut. 4 pieces. This is what you have left over. Again, the trick is to push down and forward while you start turning the handle. Once it catches, then you don't have to keep pushing down and forward, but you have to get it to catch so that it can go through the rollers. Number 2, not sure which side to insert the die with the mat. So it goes either way. I'm left-handed, so I always insert from the left. So I push down and forward and then turn. As you can see, it rolls right through. Now, if you're right-handed, same method. I'm going to flip this mat. Same method. What you do is you push down and forward and start turning the handle. Once it catches, if it's, moving, then you just hold it here or hold it here, push it through. Comes out the other side, okay? Number 3, a lot of people say, you know what, I can only cut 1 or 2 layers of fabric or 3 layers, but AccuQuilt says I can cut up to 6. Well, it's true. A couple of tips here. First, make sure you're using 100% cotton or just 1 layer of cotton. Make sure there's no fusible, and I'm going to show you how to fan fold. For those of you who don't know what fan folding is, it's basically, move this out of the way. It's placing the fabric on top of the die as such. So that's layer number 1. You flip it, you make sure that it covers the light gray area. Number 2, layer number 2, flip it again. Layer number 3, flip it again. Layer number 4, flip it again. Layer number 5 and flip it again, and we have layer number 6. 6 layers. Now the key is, again, you're really going to have to do that press down and push method when you have 6 layers of fabric, and let me show you it again. So basically, here is my sandwich that has 6 layers of fabric. I have my die, 6 layers of fabric, and the mat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that it's centered. Let me show you. Make sure that when you insert it, you kind of get it centered so that it's not rubbing to one side and not rubbing to the other side. So, because sometimes what happens is if it's centered too far this way or centered too far that way, it definitely will not go through easily. So try to get it in the center. Again, let me turn it this way. What I'm doing is I'm pushing down here and pushing here at the same time as I start to turn. And as you can see, it's a little hard. I got to give it a little bit of effort. That's why my rotary cutting mat is moving. Sorry guys. And just push down. See, I'm even struggling here. There we go. And turn it. And once it catches, it just turns through. So, for those of you who are saying, okay, yeah, that's a lot of effort, I agree. But you can technically cut 6 layers. I mean, you see that. Let me pull this off. Move the cutter. As you can see here, all the pieces came out perfectly cut. I mean, it cuts perfectly. It's just that the more layers you put on this little go-me, the more effort you have to put into pressing and pushing through in order for the rollers to catch, in order for it to cut. So my recommendation would be, yeah, you know, you can cut up to 6 layers, but I typically do with this particular cutter, I just do like 3 or 4, just because it's a lot of effort, because the thicker it is, the thicker your sandwich is, the more you're gonna have to push down and forward to get it to catch the crank. So again, the #1 trick is make sure that you push down and forward, and then you can even see that I'm putting pressure down and forward and crank it through. That's it, guys. I mean, it's really that simple. Now, this video is not sponsored by AccuQuilt. I bought everything that you see me using. They are not paying me to do this video. So comment down below and let me know if this was helpful for you. Did you find success with using these tips? Just let me know what's going on. And also comment down below and let me know what other videos you would like me to make. Until the next video, take care. Bye-bye.